Hey, what's going on, guys? I hope you're doing well. Me myself today, I feel like I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good. I've gotten some good shit out of the way so I could come here and focus on this video, not be stressed. I got the hard part out of the way first, right? I had some financial issues I needed to deal with. Dealt with those. I feel better, man. Just remember, you always got to be getting rid of those unnecessary stressors first. As I was gonna say, as someone says, as some philosopher said, I don't know which philosopher. Someone said, first thing in the morning, swallow the frog, right? Do the hardest thing that you have for the day very first so you don't have to be thinking about it all day and have it weighing on your conscience and stressing you out and making it so you can't really be fully present when you're doing other things. So, like I said, for me today, that was some financial issues. I had to deal with that. I didn't even get the chance to deal with it, but I got the chance to think it through, right? Get some journaling in about it, like do some, I guess, financial planning, talk to my dad, get some financial advice, and I took a few steps, but that was all I could do for today. So I got it out of my mind as much as I could, as much as I could. Uh, but it's still present, right? There's some issues that you're going to be able to handle all at once, and there's some issues that you can really only go one step at a time, and they're going to be there for a long time. Like money problems, like that's the issue I'm dealing with, and that's something that a lot of other people are dealing with, and it's something that does not go away instantly. You can't just, I'm not in debt, but say someone's in debt, you can't just get rid of your debt instantly. You're not gonna just suddenly go from making no money or little money to making enough money to pay for whatever you owe, right? It's not how it works, and you have to get used to and accept the fact that it is going to be a one step at a time process. It's going to be this, then this, then this, right? Not it's not something you could just tackle all at once, and that stress might be there for a while, but I really feel like the stress can be minimized if you accept the fact that this is going to be something you're dealing with for a little bit, and then it kind of becomes a part of your life. A part of your daily task is to chip away at that problem, that financial problem, that I can't think car problem. Let's say your car's messed up, right? Anything. Like, I can't think of a ton of examples. The only example I'm really able to give is the financial, because that's what I'm dealing with. But really, whatever it is that you're dealing with, if you know it's a long-term thing, like say an injury, you're an athlete, you're injured, that's obviously a decently long-term problem, depending on the severity of the injury. You have to accept that that's just how things are. That's what fate handed you. Be okay with that. Be accepting. I think there was a psychiatrist in a video that I watched. Something that he said is, whatever life hands you, just say yes, thank you. Just look at it as an opportunity for growth, and that it's just how things are. So say yes as it's to accept whatever life handed at you, and then thank you, so you're consciously grateful of it. Not just that you accept it, but you understand that there is some good to come from it. There is some benefit. If you're handed a difficult situation, you become stronger once you take care of that. There's no light without dark. It's a yin and yang. There's always going to be a positive to any negative. There's always going to be a negative to any positive. Say food tastes good, or Twinkies taste good. That's a positive. But then they also make you fat and are clearly unhealthy, and they're going to mess with your cognitive function and mess with your ability or just athletic capabilities, right? That's a pretty simple example, but there's in really anything, there is no light without dark. It really does go for everything. It's like a universal principle. So if you just get good at recognizing the positive side of it, you definitely can understand the negative side of it, and the negative side will always be more prevalent, and I don't know if that's the right word, noticeable, easier to notice. So that's just the way humans are wired, because through evolution, right? It's so much easier to notice the negative things, because negative things are the types of things that can kill you. And so we evolved to pay attention to that, so we survive, right? But like I said, get good at noticing the positives. You have to like consciously look for them sometimes, but take time to consciously look for the positive in the things that you perceive as negative, things that you think are the worst part about your life right now, the biggest problem of your life. Try to like look at it, or what is it, comb through with a fine-tooth comb, whatever it's called, whatever that saying is, right? And really look in detail, look at every little aspect of it, look for any way that you can spin it as a positive in your head. And there are ways for anything. This might be a very severe example, but like say your mom dies, right? It could seem like there's absolutely no positive from that. And there is clearly going to be much more negative than positive, but there is still some way that you can look at that. There's some way that you can look at that and take it as a positive. You can take it as an opportunity for growth. Now, you don't have a mother, you don't have someone that's gonna look out for you and maybe take care of you, or whatever your mom provides you right now, you're gonna be without. And it's life giving you an opportunity to learn to live with less, and to learn to live with, become more independent, right? There are ways to spin anything positively, and you just have to find them. Really, just look at obstacles and problems rather than obstacles and problems, but as challenges, as opportunities for growth, something you can overcome to improve your capabilities. Something simple, right? I was walking along the trail looking for so I have a usual spot for recording my videos, right? There's this little bench that I can use to prop up my camera, and that's nice. I like that. But someone was there today, so I had to keep walking, and there's this other little spot with some cliffs that I know that's not too far from here. And on the way, there's this other spot with just a bunch of big rocks. That's where I'm at right now, right? A bunch of big rocks. I was walking past that, and I was like, oh, I could climb up that. That'd be kind of cool. And then like you get that like that self-doubt. You're like, that's dumb, or I can't do that, or that's gonna be hard in my Birkenstocks, right? I don't even have closed-toed shoes, but you know, I literally just walked up to it and made myself. I looked at it as a challenge first. I looked at it as a challenge, like why would I not be able to do that, right? Like okay, I'm challenging myself to get up to the top, because I think I mean, it's not like it's gonna make me more athletic or anything. It was like it's not a huge climb or anything. It's not like rock climbing abilities is what I'm gonna gain from it. But I feel like the fact that I stepped outside of my comfort zone is going to benefit me, because now I'll be more comfortable doing more things, and not even just things specifically related to climbing rocks. It's anything, right? If you're able to step outside your comfort zone doing this, you're able to step outside of your comfort zone doing that, and then that's going to lead to growth in other areas. So like I said, I looked at it as a challenge, and then I walked up to it, and I realized this is really easy to climb. Well, I don't know why I thought that it would be hard to climb. It took like, I don't know, 30 seconds, but like, I don't know how much you could see. I'm not doing a good job cameraman, but like, it's a nice area. It's pretty. I think it was worth it to get up here, film up here. But the point is that if you don't really examine the problem that you're dealing with, sometimes it could be so much more daunting and intimidating than it really should be. Like, I look at this as a challenge, an opportunity for growth, and instead of seeing it as a problem, or no, I guess not a problem, because there was no problem, right? I could just keep walking a little bit further and go find that other spot. But I just saw this as a challenge, and at first, that challenge, I was thinking I had those doubts, right? And overcoming those doubts was as simple as just looking a little bit closer and seeing that it's easier than I thought, right? If you never take that opportunity, take that second glance, you're always going to think that it's as hard as you initially thought it was going to be, and you're always going to be deterred from that decision mentally. But if you just take the time to learn about what you're trying to accomplish, it's often not nearly as hard as you think it is. It's like, what is it? The hardest part about going to the gym is getting out the door and going to the gym. It's mustering up the discipline. Like, then you get there, it's easy. It's easy. You're literally just picking things up and setting them down. So, oh man, I don't know what the main moral for this video is, but be disciplined. Be looking for the positives. Look for challenges rather than problems, and actually take time to look at your problems with details, or in detail, and like notice that they're not as hard as you think they are. Realize that this is not a big deal. I can do this. This shit ain't tough. I'm tough. This shit ain't tough. I'm tough, right? So go get after it, guys. Go get after it.